I was able as an immigrant to come in and work here and educate my children, send them to the best institutions because they provided a stable place for me to work. I think it's the best place that anyone could ever work.
We came from a humble family of immigrants. My Uncle Max and Grandpa Irving were first-generation Americans. They tragically saw their father killed on the 59th Street Bridge. So at the age of 25, Max took over the family responsibility and evolved the business from basically a junk business to a tire business to a wholesaler. And his younger brother, Irving, was just 16 years old, and that was my grandfather and Harold and Jerry's father.
There was a tremendous depression in this country, and the junk became worthless. And he had a couple of used tires, and they put them outside the front of the store, and they started selling tires. And when they got a customer, a live one, the first thing they did was they jacked up the car so they couldn't take it out, because they didn't have the tires. And how they got the tires was the train here always ran. So my father would run up on the tracks, buy the tires in Manhattan, bring them back under his arms, and put them on the car. And that's how they started the tire business. Max couldn't stand letting a bargain go by. So if the price for one tire from a company was one price, and there was a better price for 20 tires, he would buy the 20 tires, but he had no customers for it, so he had to go back out and try to find other dealers that could use some of the tires. And that's how he got into the wholesale business.
Max was a very smart man. He wasn't school educated, but he knew how to negotiate. The most expensive tire at the time was called the Double Eagle. And we would buy all the remnants from Goodyear, all the odd lots, and we would buy them very cheap. So we bought the Double Eagles for maybe, I don't remember the exact price, but probably $20. But it was the most expensive tire that Goodyear had, and it was about an $80 list price. And the customer came in, and I sold them the Double Eagles, and for $60. And in those days, the average selling tire was about $15. I was so happy. I came into my Uncle Max. I said, "Oh, I made this fantastic deal." I put the money on the table, and he says, "What'd you sell?" And I told him. He says, "Give the customer back $20 a tire." I said, "Why, Uncle Max?" He says, "Because we buy tires at a good price. You always want to give the customer a good deal." And I had to go out to the customer and say, "I made a mistake," and I gave him the money back.
Goodyear we started with in 1923. As time went on, I made a big decision, and everybody said I was stupid, because what I did was I threw out a lot of the companies, and I went with Goodyear 100%, and we grew very well with Goodyear.
The reason why the company has been so successful over the years is because of the relationships we have built with our suppliers, the hard work and dedication of our people, and the loyalty we have earned from our customers.
We had opened up in 1979 in Holbrook, New York, and then we relocated into a bigger building in Ronkonkoma, a few miles away. That was our first venture out of Queens. And then by 1980-81, we made a really huge leap, and we went over the bridge to Elmsford, New York, and started serving Westchester County and the lower Hudson Valley.
We had so much fun opening up new customers, because we would just call people and say, "Hey, hi, this is Dave from Max Finkelstein. Have you ever heard of us?" And of course they would say, "Who hasn't heard of Max Finkelstein in the tire industry?" And we would say to them, "Well, we just opened a new location and here we come." And it was so much fun because, again, in the era of the fax, all of a sudden faxes would come over with credit apps. You couldn't keep enough paper in the fax machine.
This was a time of great excitement for my dad and uncle and myself. This was them making their mark as the second generation of the business.
Seeing the humble origins of the business and understanding how much hustle and energy had to be put into it to grow it from transporting tires on the New York City subways to now having 14 distribution locations. Seeing that kind of growth makes me, not only want to maintain it, but find a way into the future.
It's very nice to see the continuation. I mean, think about it. We had my father, my uncle, my brother and myself, some of our children, now our grandchildren.
Not too many business entities survive 100 years, and particularly survive and flourish. It's nice to see the generations of the family continuing to come in and care about the business. And there's certainly no reason why there shouldn't be another 100 years of continued growth.
We will continue to work as a team and preserve what we have built over the past 100 years.